Hi guys, this is part 2 of my DVD update for, I never said what day that is, but I guess it's not important because I will write it up there. But anyway, to start off, Wishmaster, only $2. I thought that it was pretty funny, or I mean not funny, but it was pretty good at the beginning, and then it got pretty bad. Then it got pretty good again, and I ended up really liking it because the twist, or the third wish, was genius. I thought it was really good. Overall, the movie wasn't really good, but the ending and the last 20 minutes was really good. I loved those statues coming to life. They looked so real. Yeah, so that's Wishmaster. And then we get My Name is Earl, Season 3. There might be a couple of spoilers here, but the first 2 seasons, that's basically just Earl doing his list. But this season is a bit different, because in the beginning of this, in the first half, I think, he is in jail, and when he gets out for just one episode, but still, he decides not to do the list, and he goes back to his Bad Earl. I think the episode is called Bad Earl or something. But he goes back to how he was before the list, and then makes that the whole thing is about karma. So he thinks that, well, he gets hit by a car. And I guess when he wakes up a couple episodes later, he sees that as karma trying to warn him or something. And then he gets married to this Billy girl who was a former girlfriend to another guy in the prison. And he marries her, and she's very strict, and she does his own. She makes her own list, and but she looks at karma in a different way, and a bunch of different stuff is happening in this season. But basically, in the ending, where he decides to go back to the list. So it seems like the 4th season will be as the first 2, like just him doing the list. But I don't know, I haven't seen it, but I'm looking forward to doing so. I'm gonna pick it up eventually. But 4 discs. Almost 8 hours. Then we get a Swedish movie called Vingar of Glass, which translates to Wings of Glass. I think that's the English title too. I can't remember if there was English subtitles on this. Well, no, there's not. But since it has an English title, then there should be an edition available with English subtitles. But I basically just bought this. It was only $2. I basically just bought it because I used to watch it all the time a couple of years ago, because it was one of a few Swedish movies that was always on the cable. So I usually watched that. So that's why I want to see it again. And it's decent. You get to see her naked, so that's a plus. Yeah, but it's okay. I don't think I would have liked it at all if I hadn't, seen it so many times a couple of years back. And then Gremlins, which I know is very nostalgic to a lot of people. It's like a childhood classic, or a childhood favorite, whatever, to a lot of people. And it's not to me, because I watched it for the first time like a week ago. But in some weird way, I can understand why it's a childhood classic, or why it's nostalgic. It just feels like it, even though it's not to me at all. I don't know, it's just some weird feeling. But I liked it. I rated a 7, and I'm looking forward to watch the second one. So yeah. And then we got Barbarella with Jane Fonda. This was a weird movie, but it has a very good cover and it seemed interesting, and it is very bizarre, which I kinda expected. And it's decent. I don't know what to say about it. And then the last thing is a Swedish TV show that I highly recommend to anyone, especially if you are from Scandinavia. But it's Tusen Bröder, season 1 and 2. This is a pretty much pure crime drama. About the first season is about well, first of all, I might add that the English title to this, I think, is Brotherhood. So I'm not sure if there are English subtitles on this DVD. I can't remember, but anyway, the first season is basically about these 3 guys here on the cover, mainly about him. But it's about them. There are 3 friends. They decide to start a painting business. I actually did a review of this show on my last account, like 1.5 years ago or something. I don't have that video left. It was probably like 2 years ago actually. But anyway, well, maybe not. But anyway, it's they as I said, decide to start a painting business. And in the beginning, business is going great. They get a lot of jobs, but after a while, they things start getting tough, and they eventually decide to rob a bank. But just that one time, and then never think about it again. But things doesn't turn out as they planned, so they end up robbing 3 or 4 banks, and in the ending they get caught. Oh shit, I should have warned for spoilers, but well, it's kind of predictable, but still very, very, very good. Yeah, check this out. I think that if you're Swedish, you have probably heard of this, but if you haven't seen it, then I would highly recommend you to see it. And I've seen it a couple times, and just want to have it on DVD, and I want to rewatch it. Especially I want to rewatch season 2, because that's my favorite season, but also the first one. So I just bought the first one just to have that too. But then season 2, which I guess I'll warn for spoilers now. Season 2 is about him in prison, because one of the other guys dies, and the other guy, he goes to another prison. He's not in the second season. But this guy, which all the seasons are mostly about, who's also one of my favorite Swedish actors, Ola Pass, his name is. It's about him in prison, and he meets this guy there, and in the 3rd episode, they decide to escape, and they make it, and the last 2 episodes where they're on the run is just something of the greatest I've ever seen. It's just so good. I don't really have time to explain exactly why, because there are only about 2 minutes left, but 2 minutes left, and I still have to talk about a couple things. Yeah, excellent season, my favorite season out of all 3 of them. So yeah, there is a 3rd season, but I'm planning on getting that, but it's not quite as good as the first 2, and also it's shorter. It was shown in the cinema as a 1.5 hour movie, but I think the uncut version or so, it's like a 3 hour miniseries or something. These two first seasons, they have 5 episodes each, and each one of them is an hour. So overall, the whole show is 13 hours. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say about this. Well, that's my DVD update for June 10. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in my next video.